Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between. Today we're talking about the eyes. We're going to talk about the eyes in attraction, and it's more so from a woman's standpoint, how to get your own way. With men in particular, eh? So, we're talking about the eyes, and we're going to talk about the widening of the eyes, opening the eyes up. Baby eyes, giving the baby eyes to people, alright? So when you look at a baby child, you'll see that their eyes in relation to the rest of their head and features are large, alright? They have large eyes in relation to the rest of their features. And when a woman mimics this, and she can do this, hold on, I got an itchy nose, people. A woman can mimic this by plucking her eyebrows. Symbolically, actually, there's a little bit of a theme as to a woman having to neaten up her eyebrows and minimize the density and, thickness of the eyebrows, as it, in a way, densifies the brow, not only taking away attention from the eyes, but minimizing the scale of the eyes in relation to its surrounding features. So, it's quite interesting, really, such as red lipstick and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of biological and scientific reason as to why these makeups and these sort of beauty principles are influenced, and it's beyond just because it looks good. There is an actual purpose and meaning behind it, and so the removal of the excess of the eyebrow enhances the boldness of the eyes. And when the eyes are open and wide and looking at you, baby-esque, right, there is a regressive influence that takes place. So we want to look after and care for the child, right, as a man, as a woman. So as that woman goes out of her way momentarily, if not full time, if she's consciously, emphasizing this element of her, or maybe naturally she has, big, bold, broad eyes, which could be a, quite a beautiful woman to look at. It might be a beauty standard per se, as opposed to like small eyes, most definitely. So as she walks around and utilizes this behavior, in a regressive manner, she places herself in the child's position in relation to you, who have now been outside of your want. You have been now put within the position of the father, okay? Now, I take my time to say this purely as you can meet her on her own level and have it be quite attractive, believe it or not. You could meet her as your child and engage in fun and laughs and childish hoorah, okay? Or you could approach her in the father-like position, have her engage with you in a manner, and most of this is going to happen outside of your awareness, don't get me wrong, okay? There's three individual, what the term, there's three categorizations as to how you can approach a communication, one being an adult, one being a parent, and one being a child, and they will, identify themselves from sentence to sentence, from conversation to conversation, from lifetime to lifetime. They will associate themselves in relation to you with one or the other. And how you engage could be a parent to a child, it could be an adult to a child, it could be a child to a child, and it could be a mishmatch of anything. All right, that's interesting, but that's for another conversation. So, she speaks to you as your adult. You as the parent, she engages with your paternal instinct as you look down at her, and unconsciously through the recognition of patterns, identify her as somebody who needs to be looked after and cared for, and somebody who is cute, right? Because we have been force-fed it, whether we like it or not, the beauty of and the association of big, bold, open eyes through the media, selling us, these big-eyed Disney films and its association with cuteness, the toys you buy at shops big eyes in association with cuteness. You're not going to go to the shop and buy some little small-eyed thing because it'll be creepy. What are spiders? They've got tiny little small eyes. They scare the hell out of a lot of people. But when you zoom up on some in particular and they've got just these big open eyes like insects, some people find what they did initially find as gross to now be cute, purely down to the sake that they have large eyes. So you see how this correlates with how we communicate with this woman and how she can utilize this to manipulate us, you know, into looking after her, in doing things for her because she's engaged in this manner. You also have to look at it as a gravity-defying behavior. So in the last video we spoke on up and down. When the eyes are open, the brow is up. The eye is open and wide. It's the contrary to negativity. It's the contrary to closed. We talk on closed and open body language. It's open body language, all right? So there's so many different factors and variables we can assess this particular behavior. The eyes open up. More than likely the pupils are dilated, okay? It creates this fantastic regressive communication between one and the other. So I know we're speaking on body language, and initially when I started this channel, we won't go into the depths of this whole, you know, inner child and adult relation and psyche and relationship. But this happens with each and every one of our communications. And it's incredibly low-key, sexually charged when it comes to the daddy speaking to the child. Okay, she puts herself in a position of submission in regards to your control and influence. Why do you think, you know, daddy issues are a thing? Why do you think people call people daddy and so on and so forth? It's sexually charged, yes, and it's completely sensical if you understand the underlying reason as to why this is a phenomena in society. She stares at you with these big open eyes. She is absorbing information. Okay, she's open and receptive, and her eyes are showcasing that she not only wants to but enjoys seeing what she's seeing, because the contrary would be she would shut it out as opposed to let it in. She's allowing more information by enlarging those eyes. Yeah? That's game. That's game. I'm signing out on that one, people. I'm uploading every day for the next however long. So please click subscribe. I'm going to teach you things that nobody else does, honestly, and I'll give it to you at face value. I'll tell you the game inside and out. I'm very clued up on this. I have been for time now. Alright, I got 2 links down in the description of this video. One will take you through to the catalogue of body language, over 220, 230, 240 videos of non-verbal communication information, how you can read people just for observing them. Second to that's Patreon. I'll watch real videos with you of real dates. I'll break down the attraction and repulsion cues. You'll take that into the real world. You'll see it manifest in the real world. You'll know how to maneuver the dating market. On that note, I'm signing out. Peace.